is cool. I swear, people, we tested this. This is part of the fail. This is part of the fail.
Yeah. You can only go up
You're
from
worried
here.
about you looking like a complete noob, and here I am noobing it up with OBS.
I think everybody's a noob with OBS. So
Yeah.
there's a different wrinkle.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's see now if we're back live and how that looks. Streamed live 5 minutes ago, yeah. Okay, so this is now... Okay. All right, so this looks a little better. A little bit. Okay. Seeing how long it takes that. Okay. Yeah, still kind of jerky, but it at least looks like it's doing good, and I'm not getting overloading issues on my encoding. All right, no intro music for you because I messed it up, folks. All right, is everyone still live with us? You still on the chat? Did you suffer through my fail? Oh well, whatever. People are going to be watching this later. So anyway, for the people who are now just joining us, because I'm going to totally delete the other streamed episodes now because it's not going to be contiguous. Hello. Yeah.
It's saying the chat's disabled for this live stream.
Oh no! See, more fail. This is great.
Yeah, it's still pretty jerky too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, resolution. Okay. Oh, check resolution. Yeah, well, I'm not going down one more, else you aren't going to be able to read anything we're doing. Okay, so chat is disabled. Chat is not disabled. So, not sure what that's about.
Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, here we go.
All right, good.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Oh, that's much better.
All right, so everyone, you don't get cool live stream music. You get us just screwing around on here. So, hello, my name is Oddjob. This is Rand0h. This is Pentest Playdate on Fail Along With Me. And say hi, Rand0h.
Oh, hello there.
There we go. Oh, it looks good. Thank you. Once again, I will put into the chat that 500 bonus OJ points to the first person to guess correctly my rank. Make sure I'm properly in scope here. But yeah, so we've got a nice little TNG outfit here going. So basically, Fail Along With Me, as everyone knows, if you watch any of my past streams of Fail, we are here to basically fail for the camera, fail for you, while genuinely doing stuff we've never done before, whether it's me or a guest of mine. And in the case of this is a Pentest Playdate, so we're going to be doing offensive hackery stuff. In this case, we're going to do some Hackthebox. And this is the first time that either someone is doing this ever, doing it live ever, or maybe they haven't seen the particular box we're using ever. So it's some kind of thing where they've never seen it before, they've never done this before, and hopefully, if it's a good stream, we'll fail a lot. But if not, then we learn still, right? So this is all about learning, whether you fail or not. But so Rand0h, even if you have to fake it, fail some, I guess.
Oh, I won't need to fake it.
I certainly haven't had to fake failing the stream so far. Lintile is my life coach, and I done fucked it up. So,
I done fucked it up by just agreeing to do this.
That's right. So anyway, yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the box you were looking at, actually. So if you'd like to share your screen on ye old screen sharing platform we're using.
Yes. Hold on, let me, I will do that.
We are not endorsed by the streaming platform that we are using for the screen share.
Let's go with just sharing Chrome. I think that should work. See my screen?
I can see your screen. Soon my dog is
Yeah.
gonna bark in the background, and I'm gonna have a baby yelling or screaming. You'll hear an ambulance. Yep, gotta hear an ambulance.
Let's see, what have I got? Yeah, so cool. Well, in all fairness, I had already kind of started lame. I'd not gotten very far, so that's a little bit of cheating. So maybe let's do, I don't know, next one down is Legacy.
Sure, let's do that. Looks like it's still a nice entry level difficulty there. We should have some fun with it. Ooh.
Yeah, and for anybody who's like completely new to Hack the Box,
Yeah, walk through that.
Yeah, so this once you log in, also I'm on the VIP subscription too, so like it's a little better. You get a little better usage out of it. Go over under Hack the Box, all unreleased, owned. I just always hit all, and for streams like this, it's fair play to use retired machines. So clicking on retired machines, this will give you the level of difficulty. As you can see, these are higher green bars, which means it is an easier box to do. And as my understanding, the more red you get to this end of the spectrum, the harder it is. Hence, this one is titled Brain Fuck. That is not one I'll be doing.
Yeah. So
ever probably.
So are those generally voted by people who have done them?
I think so. I think it's a
or
mix
people who
of
have
that.
completed it?
Yeah, a mix of that and like the ratio of like owns, like you can see up here how many owns it's had. You know, like over 9,000 people.
Gotcha.
Brain Fuck is considerably less. And then each box also gets a rating. So I believe it's rated by the people who have done it.
It's almost like Super Mario Maker % complete.
Right, percent complete, and here's how badly you suck at this box. And here's one like Joker. Jesus, Joker. It looks like it's pretty high on the hard spectrum.
Yeah.
So, so from there we choose a box, right? So yeah, I say let's do Legacy. Why not? So and the other thing of when you do Hack the Box is you connect to this via VPN, so Open VPN, whatever that connects to the Hack the Box network, so you're able to reach these things. And I'm connected to it on my VMware. So as soon as I start this, I'm going to switch my screen share over to my VMware, where I have an instance of Kali running. That's connected to the VPN.
Full disclosure as well, I do have the walkthrough for this off to the right.
Yes.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm also going to put it in the description. There is a wonderful GitHub page someone has curated. Ignite Technologies is the user account for this. And I'm just going to go ahead and post a link to this, but basically they've curated all of the retired boxes by difficulty, but they found good write-ups for each of them. So if you're ever interested in taking a look at easy hard ones, but you want a guide to go through it, we may end up having to use one, which is going to be fine. This is where you can find them. So I'm going to go ahead and put that while you're doing all the needfuls over there.
Yeah. And if you click on each of these boxes, it gives you this more drilled down breakdown of what this is. So overall difficulty, you can see most people say it's a piece of cake, subjective to my dumbass. User own difficulty. So I guess you can own a regular user on the system, and you can own root. Like how hard is it to own the user, and how hard is it to own root?
Right.
Apparently this is a piece of cake, and you can see by the graph bars and how many times the box has been reset, because somebody else might be on the box or has still screwed it up, and you can reset the box to do it.
That's what I really like.
Right. Yeah. Anytime you start a box, I would just reset it and do it. And also, as OJ said, official write-ups. So this is the official write-up, and then you have a bunch of user submitted walkthroughs. I recognize this guy right here. So yeah, you can submit your own put URL and then save it, and then somebody will see it. But the official one is right up underneath here. So Let's go back and start the box. That was legacy. Let me see about reset failed. Oh, okay. I don't even have to reset it because it's not active. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it.
There's a glass of OJ for your fail already.
Thank you. Oh, that's actually a smart idea. I should be drinking OJ with a lot of vodka in it.
I did Patron Silver in there.
Fair. As soon as this flips over, oh, there we go.
I had a bad experience with Patron Silver at Vegas this year. Someone had a pouch of Patron. I was already like 9 drinks in, and I did like a big old squeeze of pouch of Patron.
I didn't know you could carry Patron in pouches, but
someone had like a big old pouch water bottle kind of thing with a little, and everything, and I just went.
That's not a bad idea.
No, like, that was a bad idea, actually. It was like 4 drinks in one gulp. It was bad.
That would be a good idea. Like after I'm done gooning, empty out my water bladder and just fill it with vodka.
Ooh, not a good idea. Not a good idea. I have a respectable yet healthy amount of Patron Silver in here. This is mostly vitamin C, folks. So you're good.
So 10, 10, 10, 10, 4. So let me switch over of the things I am sharing. New share. Let me share. I'm just gonna share my desktop. I don't give a shit. Share my desktop. You're not really gonna see anything here. It's gonna fucking do anything. Cool. So, can you see my? It's just black right now. There we go.
Yeah, I can see
you
that.
See Cali
block. Up? I can't see the actual Cali. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. We see the login screen. The time.
My this is my super secret password.
Yeah, tour.
200. I don't want to volunteer OJ points, but 200 OJ points to guess what my password is.
I approve. And if you want to know what your OJ points are going to get you, after you get 5 million OJ points, so stick around and be a loyal listener. If you have 5 million OJ points, you get cheap off-brand pharmacy candy. So there you go.
Is it anything like the candy that they throw out during Drunk Hacker History?
Oh yeah, that's just about as bad. Yes, there's a reason why they're throwing it out for free.
Let's see. What you remember? That was 10.10.10. How was that?
10.10.10.4.
10.10.10.4. Very good.
Now we're gonna try.
All right. Make sure I can get to it.
Yep, it was 10. According to the guide, it's 10.10.10.4. OJ gets to drink for consulting with the guide.
It's not even 4. Is it 8? Where the hell is it? I am connected. Am I not? Yeah, I'm connected. Oh, let me double check. That would legacy is 10.10.10.4. So unless it's not responding to ping, which would be a whole nother thing.
Could be. There's a way to check that. So how did you join VPN? Did you join VPN from your base box or your Kali box?
Kali box.
Okay. So yeah, it should be VPN in there. Is it live? Is the box live?
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps there's a boot up period? Takes a while for the service to come up?
Let me look. It says that somebody went in and just rebooted it on me.
Push request.
That would be awesome. No, I mean I'm seeing it. It's up. It says oh, let me try to start. Let me do that. There we go.
You got it?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say it's up, it's live.
Yeah, I just the pings weren't starting, so but now it seems to be good. Cool. All right, so there's your first lesson. And it's like, can I actually reach the thing?
There we go. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Now,
important.
yeah, it is important. Knowing I do know a couple of things, and sometimes things don't respond to pings, and like OJ said, there are ways to figure that out. So we have a live box. It's responding. Now what?
Right. So when you're on a live box, or you're in front of a live box, Rando, so what do you like to do to start looking at this? And you can use the Cyber Kill Chain, copyrighted by Lockheed Martin. You can use Attack Framework by Miter. What's your first thing that you like doing? As someone who's going for the OSCP, what's your first thing that you like to do?
So like is a strong word. The first thing that I think of to do
Yeah,
is Nmap, right? That's the first thing that I think to do. I want to see what's on it. What appears to be on it. What's going to respond to me, right? So,
perfect.
I
like that.
Yeah. So let's just do without any switches. Let's see what happens. What happens with Nmap when I do no switches.
Cool.
Host seems down. If it's really up but blocking your probes, try -pn. Well, all right then. Host seems down. I know that's bullshit.
For some reason, your desktop is frozen. Your desktop is frozen.
My desktop is frozen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, this is weird. It's like your mouse is moving fine. Well, I guess it's because maybe you're moving it now. Anyway. But yeah, I'm just now seeing the nmap command being put in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Small delay.
Well, it's still
so just to let everyone know
scanning.
at home, I am also seeing this delay, but we're going to continue on anyway.
So Nmap is still thinking about it.
Okay. So obviously we did a dash cap pn to be like, hey, ignore pings, just go ahead and do your port scanning, just as normal.
Right. Now, side tip that I am doing is that in my Kali box, I am logged into my OneNote. So I have a OneNote where I started an OSCP notebook that I never tend to get too far in. Like you can see some of these pages if they ever load are like the dates where I've started these things. Like this was over a year ago. So shows you how much I stay into these things. But as I'm doing it, man, that thing is still working.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your note-taking techniques. Like, what are the things that you use for your notes, and what kinds of things you notate as you go along would be a good idea. OneNote, I've heard, is very good. I think other people, when they use Kali, there's one, I think it's called
Cherry tree or
Cherry.
something?
Yeah, Cherry.
Cherry.
Something like that, yeah.
So yes, I have been, and I'll just keep my scan thing. I do, man. I don't know. Maybe I should try a different. I don't think an Nmap would take this long. I've been monogamous to OneNote for at least the past 10 years. And I don't really care about learning anything new, nor do I really want to. So I had the bright idea finally to just log in via my Kali box because you can reach your OneNote note boxes online,
Right.
or notebooks online. So that's what I use, right? And as you can see here from all my past attempts, I just created a new notebook called OSCP. I don't know if there's still a lag or whatever, but
There
eventually
is.
it'll come up.
It'll be fine.
Okay. I'll go into things like general stuff. This is just like general notes that come across, like different resources that I have read or whatever. This one's pretty sparse. Let's see. This for OSCP was I had done an Nmap scan of one of the boxes for SMB, and it's going to have like all the different ports that are up. So I tend to separate it into like Nmap will get its own thing of different scans. And yeah, and then like I'll probably separate it into different machines that I've been on, different commands. But yeah, that's how I separate it. And OneNote is amazing. Like even the iPhone app for it is great. And you can send things. Like if I'm just in bed and I'm getting ready to go to sleep and I see a cool link or whatever, I can send to OneNote and it'll be there in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Scan is over. All 1,000 port scans are filtered, or all 1,000 scan ports are filtered.
Cool.
Um, so normally what I would do right now is start figuring out what other things I could do with Nmap. But off the top of my head, I'd like to see if maybe if I could just get to the box via a web browser.
Sure.
Because like, why not?
I mean, it says that it's not open, but who knows? Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not, then it's probably not. I probably won't be able to get to it. Now I'm trying to remember, and this is where I would Google something in the privacy of my own home without prying eyes, of exactly what filtered meant. So yeah, I don't exactly remember what a filtered.
Filtered means that there is a firewall that is causing a non-response. So generally, you get a couple different kind of responses from firewalls. Generally, the first one is just your drop, which is no response. It's just you send a packet and you're getting no response back whatsoever. The second one you can get from a firewall is a reject. So it just goes ahead and sends back a reject packet. And that's supposed to do everything. That's really cool. So if your firewall is sending back reject packets, it's going to look like all those ports are open. Uh, and it's going to be really fun on the internet to look at. So generally, when your assessors or auditors are looking, they want to see filtered because they know that you're actually dropping the packets. You're not just sending back rejects. Because generally, what your applications do on the box 2 is if they're going to reject the connection for whatever reason, they send back a reject or they send some kind of response, and you usually don't want your person, unless it's a honeypot or something like that, you don't want somebody knowing that your packet was rejected if it's not allowed at the firewall. So
Right.
So
So
there you go.
one of my thoughts that come in. So I'm just gonna say thoughts as they come into my head about
Sure.
when I hear this stuff. Is that okay? If that's how filtered ports work, it most likely will accept traffic from some kind of IP address, and I have to get it to accept it, right?
Possibly.
I have to be possibly coming from somewhere where it would accept that traffic. So I have to figure out what's another way to attack this thing. If I'm currently at this moment in time, I'm blind, I can't see anything. So personal note, my head is freaking out right now because I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Literally, it's
you're good. Keep going.
let's do with Nmap when all ports are filtered. Firewall filter other network obstacles blocking Nmap. Let's see what this thing says. Nmap, evade firewall and scripting. How to evade a firewall IDS. There are two types of
Try that Nmap again. I'm not gonna lie, try that Nmap again. We had some trouble with pings, and that took a while.
All right, so just the last one I did?
I think so. Let's just try that one. And you might hit the up button to see what the time is on it, because it'll tell you what the ETA for it to complete is.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's always a fun one, and sometimes it's fairly good, sometimes it's not. Yeah, so it shows one host up, of course, because you told it to not ping it, so it's going to assume up. So that's what's generally going on there.
It's always good to send ACK packets rather than SYN packets, because if there's any firewall looking for a remote computer, okay, well there's something.
Yeah.
So let's port scam host is up. Oh, I filtered. So now I'm just going through this article that I found of evading firewalls. And this is a Windows box. I don't know if that matters in how it handles. I imagine that matters how it handles incoming probes like this. Let's go. Oh, what's /F? Apparent is
So
very general.
Are you reading the man page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not the man page, just an article.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you just want to send ACK packets, the man page does have a
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try now. So let's go with nmap.
I'm helping on the side. You're not doing this alone, Rando.
No, thank God, because this would be super boring for people.
Oh yeah.
Although it's going to give a lot of ammunition to people who aren't fond of me. Like, oh, you call some super hacker, can't even do an nmap scan. Fuck off.
Hey man, just as long as your GitHub's not empty.
It's not completely empty.
It's more populated than mine, I will say that.
Let's see. I think the A was the ACK. Oof, man, it's giving me nothing. TCP Windows scan. So old me, right about now, without being on a YouTube stream, would have been like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go watch reruns of Parks and Rec." Nothing, man. Jesus, what do I got to do to get this chick's number? All right. So, let's go. Let's see what SA does. I feel like whatever I do, it's going to. Oh yeah. All right. That's fine. So still going through this article. I don't know what kind of lag that screen is at, but I'm just scrolling down to see what else I can see.
Yeah, I think I see you scrolling right now.
Spoof Mac.
I don't think you'd have to do that on a easy.
Yeah, I don't know. Then again, that's the other thing. Like, I don't know what's if easy is subjective to people who are.
And that's kind of a thing about like pen tests, or not pen tests, but even just CTFs in general that I dislike, is like, oh, this is an easy challenge. And I'm just like, brr, 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 and everything. And I'm just like, what is easy? And then finally someone comes up to you and just go, okay, that was kind of easy, but hard to guess.
Yeah. Right. Man. All right. So what do I do now?
Don't abuse yourself too much, because you have actually done the correct thing to progress. Something is not going correctly with the box.
Oh, really? You think?
Yeah, no, I know. I
Oh,
actually know that you have actually done the correct thing. I like the conversations we've had, but I don't, for the sake of the audience and you as well, I don't want to have you continue trying to figure out MAC address spoofing.
okay.
You did the right thing. Nmap is definitely the thing you need to do. There's really no special command that you should run to see the ports that are available, and then that may give you a hint as to like the next thing you got to do. But yeah, I don't know why
It's just
it's
that box.
not. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing that. I would try maybe the in-map scan again, and then maybe we could choose another box if that's not working. That's not our fail. That's Hackthebox's fail. Yay.
But if I had known that, I would have been like, "What the? I give up."
That's yeah, exactly. That's why. That's why. So this is a thing when you go to like capture the flag competitions, or even sometimes on pen testing engagements, where if it's not completely black box, on pen testing engagements, you can ask your point of contact
Right.
about some stuff. You can say, "Hey, by the way, pretty sure we should be doing this. We're not seeing this at all. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, are you filtering us specifically?" And you may find actually that someone saw your attack and just went, "You're blocked," and your stuff stops working. Right? It's not unheard of for a blue teamer to see some random stuff. There's some people out there that will just completely, every time they see a port scanner whatsoever, whether it's Shodan, MIT, or anybody, they just immediately add that to a ban list automatically, and so within like a minute of you trying to scan them, they'll just be like, "Okay, you're banned," and they blacklist you. So um I
Right.
don't like doing that because that makes no sense to me, but
Yeah. So the box is currently reverting.
okay,
So we'll see
so
how long.
good try to see if a reversion will help.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we'll take. If that doesn't happen relatively quickly, then I'll just stop the box and try a different one.
that sounds good.
Um.
Burp, burp, burp.
Derp and derp. Let's see machines. Let's see if it's up yet. Retired. I want retired machines. Okay. It looks like it might be up now. Still? Really? All right. I mean, okay. I guess this box is gonna be hosed for us then.
Cool.
Oh wait, no.
Oh,
Here
you
we
got
go.
something. All right, cool. There we go. Yay.
All right.
We unfucked it. Yay. That's a
Yay.
successful thing. That's succeed. See, we're succeeding. We progress by failing. This is great. And it's not our fail this time. It was that. Okay, so cool. So what
Hot
ports do
damn.
we have open?
139 net bios 445, which is, I don't know. This says Microsoft D-DS. I don't know what that is.
SMB.
What's that?
SMB.
All right, SMB. Of course it's SMB.
Ye old WannaCry uses that to spread. By the way, SMB v1.
Right. And 3389, which the service is reporting as it's reporting as a closed port, but it's a Microsoft WBT server.
Yep.
Web server.
RDP.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. I don't know why Nmap does that. Like that's weird service names, I guess. So closed ports mean you got a reject packet.
Mm-hmm.
Filtered means you got dropped.
Gotcha. So 445 SMB is, then I'm just going to start trying to figure out what I can do with SMB being open.
Cool.
Here's the thing. Every time I hear SMB, I think the solution's going to involve Metasploit, and I don't want it to involve Metasploit. Because the
Metasploit
OSCP
is a means to an end. There are other tools you can use besides Metasploit, but Metasploit has a lot of good tools.
Let's go with SMB.
Which
Ooh,
on your OSCP, I believe you're actually only allowed one Metasploit usage, correct?
correct. That's why one of the things that discouraged me early on when I tried to do this like a year ago is every time I go on a Hackthebox and I would spend like 2 hours trying to figure it out, and every walkthrough was just, oh, Metasploit. I'm like, well,
Yes.
I didn't want that.
Right.
So I wonder. So for anybody who has never installed Kali before, I've customized a little bit my bookmarks bar to. It gives you all these neat little links and stuff for the forums and the docs, and including things like exploit DB. So I wonder. Oh, stupid. As you can see, I have searched SMB, and there is a ton of stuff. So I wonder what I can do with this. SMB, you think Eternal Blue? That's another thing that's in here.
Yep.
So I think I would like to know if I could get. I think there's an mmap scan to figure out OS version, right?
Yes.
So I would like to know what version of Windows I'm working with
Perfect.
before I go digging into all this other stuff.
Yep. There is an nmap flag for that, or a switch.
I think it's like
Nope.
Something.
Nope.
No.
Actually, I think there is one for like service software, but
Yeah.
for OS version, it's a different switch.
So this looks version detection is SV.
That's for services, I believe.
Oh, right.
For OS detection, it's a different one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna find it. Nmap OS detect scan. OS detection.
So that would tell you what version of SMB is running, which is not bad if you wanted to run an Eternal Blue bot, but
right. So it looks like it's just -O.
Sure, let's try that.
Let's try that.
Can you hear me eating in your ear, by the way?
Nah, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, good.
I was only aware you were doing it when you started to talk because there was that pause of swallowing. You're fine.
All right.
I'm not even gonna bother looking at chat if there's anybody in there yelling about how dumb I am.
There is nobody. There are 3 people watching this stream right now. Hello, everyone. Go ahead and say hi to us to let us know you're still alive and not bots. Or hello, NSA.
This. Wait, I'm trying to make this bigger. God damn it! There we go. Running, just guessing, Microsoft Windows 2000 XP 2003 Pocket P. So it's guessing, but it's giving me 4 different guesses.
Yep. There's another switch for what you're looking for.
Okay.
Believe it or not. And I think I went to the man page to look that up.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. Limit OS detection to promising target. No, I don't know if that's the one I want. I say that like I even know that's the one I want. All right. OS detection.
Try -A, capital A.
-A, you say?
Yep. -A, I say. Let's see if that does something different than what you did.
No, that would have to go with, I guess, do that and -pn if it's not responding to ping. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Oh yeah, do the -pn too. Yeah.
It's just gonna tell me something, I think.
Well, you were able to do -o earlier, so I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is our box down now? Did someone shut us down?
No, it's just taking a while. Although it was taking a while earlier, and that's when it was.
Yelp.
All right, that's fine. Give me that. I don't know. Let me go see if it's. So what are we on? We're on Legacy. I still own it. Like, it's still up.
Cool.
So I guess if I own it, nobody can screw with me. I mean, is that right?
I mean, do you own that session, or could other people jump in?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't know. Like, with my VIP.
Oh, you have a VIP.
Yeah.
Ah, so then you, yeah, you probably own it then.
Yeah. Yes, I paid for the VIP, which I have for the past year, and have obviously rarely ever used it.
What's the cost of that, by the way?
It's like $12 a month US.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's nothing. It's
Yeah.
But I owe myself $200 some because I never took advantage of it.
Oh yeah.
So about 1:30 left on this particular scan. Now don't tell me what it is. I'm gonna go look it up.
No, you're fine.
Nmap dash. Ooh, Nmap cheat sheet.
Oh,
I enjoy this.
Someone says you're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
That's nice. They have not bothered to guess my rank though, so they're not getting 500 bonus OJ points yet.
What was I gonna say? And and this is another, I think, intellectually, I know another pro tip of if you're like me, you're probably the one that's gonna beat you up the most about any of this.
Yes.
And projecting that out of saying people probably think the same thing. No, probably not.
Well, there's an imposter syndrome issue, and and I have it, and that's actually one of the reasons why I actually started the channel, was because I wanted to have the ability to go live stream and do some stuff, and it kind of forces me, since I run a channel now, it kind of forces me to do stuff that I've always been like, oh, I want to do that, and it's just like, oh, but I also like kind of performing for the public to a degree. I have a bit more of a gregarious and outward personality, and so I like doing camera stuff. So yeah, this is fun stuff for me, and then I get to also screw around and show people Tim the Toolman style how not to do things, and then how to do things at the end.
Oh, this says too many fingerprints match this host to give specific OS details.
Okay, what are the top ones it gave earlier?
It gave Windows. Here, I'm gonna expand this a little bit. Just guessing, Windows 2000 XP 2003 Pocket PC. I doubt that it's a Pocket PC.
Yeah, I doubt too. So it's either, I think, a 2000 or an XP, I guess.
Yeah, it's because it gives a second as I'm reading through this. It's a wall of text, but the aggressive OS guesses are, the first one is 2000. It probably just does it in succession. But yeah, so I'm guessing it's probably Windows 2000 or XP.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on the assumption that it's Windows 2000.
Okay.
So
now, knowing what OS version we got and what ports are available on it.
RDP, well, RDP says closed. Well, reject. It rejected RDP.
Yep.
And SMB. So what
SMB's
I
open.
want to, what's up?
SMB's open.
Yeah. No, I meant those are the ones that were there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
of
yeah.
those, SMB is open.
Yep.
So what I want to know, going back to exploit DB, is there an exploit for that, or that relates to that?
Mm-hmm. So relates to Windows 2000 and SMB?
Right.
Okay.
2000 SMB. Here we go. Windows 2000, Windows XP 2000 NT4 network share provider, SMB request buffer overflow.
Cool.
So that exists. Two of them seem to exist, as well as like a privesc, but that does me no good until I get in. And SMB auth remote overflow. I wonder what happens. So it's SMB,
right?
Can I just try to connect to it?
Possibly. You would probably, unless it's allowing anonymous to the admin share, you're probably going to have have some type of either exploit to actually gain access, though.
Right. Okay. Fair.
Right.
All right. So
Or
in
know
exploit,
the username and password. Which, if you know the username and password, then just join.
right. So this is. I'm gonna go and look over the
Story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
the whole world.
All right, man.
She looks so sad and lonely there.
I absolutely love her when she cried or when she smiled. When she smiled.
Smiles.
That's right. Yeah.
Smiles.
Smiles. Yeah.
Microsoft Windows. An attacker may send a malformed SMB request packet to exploit this condition. It may prove possible to exploit this vulnerability. Okay, cool. So I guess I'll just download that. Oh, never mind. This text file leads me to downloading a zip. So that shouldn't backfire.
This text file is also a link to a malware.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Oh, okay. Here's actual code where I don't have to go download a zip. So maybe I should try this one. So here's where another one of my bottlenecks comes in that I am working to remedy, but being able to read and modify code. But I'm going to look at this, and this is just me thinking out loud, of if there's anything that I do have to change before I run it.
So this is Windows SMB Nuker. It's a DDoS. Or no, DOS. The denial of service. It's like, no, it's DOS. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, network share provider request buffer overflow.
Cool. And so then what does this give you then? Does this give you a remote shell or something like that?
An attacker may form a malformed packet. SMB supports services as file and print sharing. A buffer overflow has been reporting in the handling of the malformed SMB request. I'm just reading through this real quick.
It's probably just remote code or arbitrary code execution.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably could arrange yourself your own remote shell.
Yeah. So I'm going to go through and read this and see if I can figure out what it does. Compile this program using only GCC. I like the comment. Don't bother me if you can't get it to compile or work on Solaris. Okay.
Oh man, that's gonna be great. Just in the comments, here's all the operating systems I don't support.
Right. And don't bother me.
And don't bother.
this doesn't.
It would be great if someone had like an open port or something like that on their thing, but it does like a reverse scan on your operating system, and if it's all Solaris, it just goes, "Don't bother me, close session."
I know what you're about to ask me. Fuck off.
Exactly.
And just for that, RMRF. Okay, thanks. Bye. So I guess I'm gonna download this and
saw you're running Solaris. Okay, boomer.
I'm gonna pass out.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't laugh too loud because my kid's gonna wake up. That would suck.
Oh yeah. I only have a cat because I'm a crazy cat mom.
Yeah, that's fine. So what I think is I can download this and then just see what it does.
Cool.
So it's C. I've never messed with C. I don't know what to do with C.
You're not a real hacker, man.
I know I'm not. I'm just gonna hang up my spurs right now. Because defense and social engineering don't count.
Yeah, apparently.
So I don't know. Let me save this. See what happens.
I mean, if you're not programming in assembly directly, then I mean, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, what are we even doing here as a species? So now that I've downloaded an exploit, I'm already out of my depth, especially when it's in C. My first thought is to figure out how to run a program in C. I think. Oh, I don't know. Let me see what this other one is. What are these? That's just a text file.
And by the way, for the audience again, the reason why he's going through this trouble here, and I don't say trouble, he's going through these exploits manually, is it's actually really nice and eye-opening. And it's like, okay, so here's actually where you can find your exploits. Here's the actual code of the exploit, and you can modify it and do other things you want. Because he's trying not to run Metasploit if he can keep from it. So that's, something to consider. Especially if you're going for an OSCP where you can only run Metasploit one time. Then, yeah. So I guess you could strategically use Metasploit as maybe your first scan or something like that to gain some intelligence. Or maybe you have a really, 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 really hard to exploit box that Metasploit just makes it ridiculously easy to do. And you don't want to waste 3 precious hours trying to exploit this one box to gain purchase or something. And so you just go ahead and be like, hey, that's a 5 or 6 point box. I'm just going to go ahead and Metasploit that. And then you get in and do some lateral movement. Or attempt to do some lateral movement. I had one person who said that they were banging their head on the OSCP exam for 24 hours because they hit most of the boxes in on the perimeter, but there was some they just couldn't get to, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, how do I get in? How do I do this? How do I do this?" And then it was like in the last hour of their exam of the lab, the phrase lateral movement popped in their head. And they're like, oh, I've been wasting all this time. I could have been doing lateral movement. So it's like, the Pentest is, let's get in, let's get in, let's get in, let's get in. But, advanced adversary simulations or other types of red team red team assessments that last at least a week aren't just going to try to get in. They're also going to try to do lateral movement. They're going to see what they can get to. So on OSCP, they definitely test you on that. I've heard stories. Again, I haven't taken the OSCP, so I don't know what's in it. But I've heard stories of random services that just pop up out of nowhere. So you have to keep scanning for them over and over. You have to keep an eye on them and then connect at the right time to maintain a connection.
Right.
So there's some voodoo stuff going on the inside, and you don't want to just scan once. You want to, but you have to do it quietly. You don't want to do it too loudly, of course. So
Right.
anyway,
So,
well, that's just me narrating that while you're trying to figure
yeah,
out.
no, that's perfectly fine. That gives me time to like look at stuff. So now I'm looking at the whole how to compile and shit a C program.
Fun.
Enter the following command to make the executable version of the program you have written. All right, GCC 2 /o. Let's just call it SMB. I don't think that did anything.
Which stands for Samba, right?
Yes.
No.
I don't know.
I screwed you. It's server message block.
I
only know because I looked it up the other day.
I
used to wrongfully think it was Samba. Some stupid reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, so I don't think that worked, but I don't know. Okay, well, it's not working, whatever it is. Okay, whatever the thing I downloaded, that exploit is not, well, or maybe it could work and I haven't done it, something that I should have done. Oh, fuck. All right, well, since I don't understand C, I don't actually know if I did something wrong or if it's something that in the script that I downloaded. So maybe look at something else. I don't know, OJ. What do you think? What do you think I should do here?
So you attempted to run -C, and then it goes on line 1 // is a directory.
Yeah.
And then it's going command not found. So I think it's trying to run it as a bash script.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you need to do like a GCC and then that to compile it.
Yeah, then it spits all this shit out, and I don't know what all this means. Like,
implicit declaration, built-in function, shrilling. Oh yeah, so this is compile errors.
Yeah. So whatever that thing is, it's not working.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's try something else then.
If anybody in the audience would love to make a suggestion, you're more than welcome to. We have one person who's watching.
Yeah, they all gave up. Like, I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah, I had a 4th person pop in, and I was just like, "Oh, hi, new person." 3 people now watching. I has a sad.
Yeah, that's fine. First, you should.
Oh, 2 people are watching now.
And at this point, I'm thinking, hey, it said this box was easy, and again, very subjective.
Very subjective, yeah. Easy boxes, I honestly on Hackthebox, easy. I'm not thinking write my own exploit. I'm thinking use Metasploit.
Right, yeah.
I'm thinking this is already script kiddie easy, or whatever. Like you can just run this thing and you should be able to do well. And Metasploit is, hey, run this thing, skids.
All right, so let's say for shits and giggles, let's go the Metasploit route.
Hey, there we go.
Because I'm already trying to boil the ocean, which I do all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And Metasploit's not a bad way to kind of see what different kind of exploits are available, that you might then go kind of look and see, okay, I might want to use that, I might want to use that, and write your own, or modify your own personally. Yay, we gained another person. Hello, new people.
All right.
No, you cannot
look.
browse to it through a web browser. The only ports available are 135, 136, was it? And 445.
Yeah, 135, whatever port SMB.
Honk. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Honk.
So now here is where I don't actually know a lot about Metasploit.
Oh, yay. Cool.
So I'm just going to put these side by side so I can see what the hell I'm doing. No, you bitch, get back here. Here we go. So,
there
hey,
are. Hey.
I knew how to start Metasploit, so there's that.
Hey, there we go. Hey, sometimes I can't even do that. So there might be. Ooh. There might be a script you can run in Nmap even to confirm a vulnerability.
Interesting. SMB.
And if you'd like to know that, I can give you the command.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I have this guide, and that's why I give you little options.
Nmap script.
I am a facilitator. And I'm learning too.
Yeah.
SMB tree. So what is SMB tree or SMB map? I think it is. That might be something to take a look at. That's interesting. While you're doing that, Rando, I'll take a look at what SMB tree is so I can talk about that on the stream. SMB tree. What do we have here? It's an SMB browser program in text mode. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Samba.org. And then what else did you say? You said SMB map. SMB map. And that's in Kali. Allows you to enumerate Samba shared drives across an entire domain, list drive shares, drive permissions. Share. I think I've used SMB map. It's written in Python. Has passed the hash support. And permission enumeration, writable share, meet Metasploit. And remote command execution. So pretty interesting stuff there. Yeah. Thanks for those tools. That's really cool. Yeah. There's actually he looks like he's getting yeah. Getting fancy there.
What?
What?
Oh, never mind. Oh, nope, I screwed that up.
He's actually going through and trying to use Nmap to go and check to see what vulnerabilities exist in SMB. So I want to see what fruitful things he can do here. And honestly, this is actually the next thing you should really do according to the guide. So he's doing the right thing, so let's not get him off track.
SMB.
I hope that comes across on stream as like whispering in your ear.
I'm getting segmentation faults on these scripts. I don't know what the hell that means.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. What? Keep grinding. Oh, thanks, Cam.
Thanks, man. I'm just curious what the hell that even means.
See if Cam or anybody else wants to guess my rank on stream, because you get 500 bonus OJ points. Don't want to miss out on the 500 bonus OJ points. 5 quintillion bonus OJ points get you a free badge to Circle City Con.
Oh,
2020.
neat.
Oh, what did you say my rank was there? WKBRDR 403.
Why
And,
is the scan giving me a segfault?
Maximum of 500 points per stream per person. So there's no way you're getting 5 quintillion.
Yeah.
It's just a prize that exists on the page to make people go, ooh, I can. It's like the PTA fundraisers you did in school or whatever. It's like, oh, here's this really cool prize. And it's like, oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, if you sell $1 million in candy, we'll send you to Italy. Yay!
All right. I've had someone looks like something with my setup. Okay. Well, whatever the segmentation fault that's happening, it looks like it's just
I think you're
fault.
I think you're going too fancy on your script too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you're going too fancy. Ah, look at that. Someone's not a Trekkie. I'm wearing a Star Trek shirt. So it has rank insignia on it. So you might be able to guess my rank.
SMB.checkvolumes.
I think you're actually getting too fancy in that. And there's actually a simpler
Yeah.
command to run that does involve scripts.
Oh, that doesn't involve the mmap scripts.
It does. It does. It's a
dash.
dash. It's a dash script kind of thing, and but it's a lot shorter than the command you're running. You're doing like SMB check vulns and a C, but you don't have to do all that to successfully accomplish what you're trying to.
Man, at this rate, this stream is going to take 7 hours.
No, I won't let it happen. I'll push you through.
Thank you. One of the two reasons I'm encouraged: one, OJ being OJ, and two, I remember watching my first Mubix video that I had never really seen, like a walkthrough video. I'd never seen really Twitch before. And the first thing he did when he was doing a box, he was like, oh, I don't fucking know. I guess I got to go Google. And I was like, oh, he's just like regular people.
He's like a regular person. He's Googling just like the rest of us. That was actually an interview question. It was like, so let's say you have a Novell server that hasn't been updated since 2007. And there's like several open vulnerabilities for it, but because the last time we tried to update the server, it crashed, and nobody wants to do that again. You can't go and just update it. So how do you protect it? And so I went through like all kinds of stuff, like IDS, IDS authentication, blah blah blah. I went through and just doing all kinds of controls and everything else. He's like, yeah, what else? He kept what elseing me. And I'm just like, what are you looking for? I'm like, I don't know. By this time, I'm just Googling stuff to see what other people are practicing and doing on Novell for this and that. And he's like, perfect. You're going to use Google. That's great. It was literally just to see when I'll break down and finally say, I'm going to Google this. They're like, but we are kind of impressive on how much you actually went through and exhausted before you went to Google. That's actually kind of impressive. That was entry level. So.
All right. So all I'm seeing is options for NSE scripts.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing.
I would do a dash script. And then the name of the script is vuln, so VULN. And then you're going to do a dash P445. and
Right.
then your IP address 10.10.10.4.
Right. Well, that's what I did though. Oh, I'm running.
No. Don't
Do
do
I?
don't do SMB check vulns. Just vuln.
Oh, just Vuln.
Yeah, just vuln. See what that does.
Not. Do I have to run it from a different place? Do I have to run it from my home directory?
Let's see. Has your screen caught up with me? Um, did you run
It says.
just -s script vuln?
Oh, do I have to run?
No, not
Nope.
.nse, just vuln. I gave you the explicit command. I will put it in our private chat.
That's not right.
So that you may copy and paste.
Oh, this is awful.
We are not endorsed or otherwise paid by the people that are that we're using for our live stream purposes for sharing the desktop. So just so you know.
Go away.
Nor do we necessarily endorse them.
And
So I think I gave you the chat. I think I gave you the
yeah
thing to use. Let's see if that works.
445 10.10.10.4. Oh, something else is happening.
Cool. That's what I expect. So now it's going back through and scanning, but it's using the script vuln, and so it's just going to see what vulnerabilities exist on that particular service. So you could have listed a list of services and everything else. So it looks like it's almost done. 4 seconds.
The time's going up. Oh, here we go.
It's like Windows 95.
Hosts are all up, not vulnerable.
Not vulnerable. Oh gosh, that is not the case. Oh wow. Not vulnerable. Huh. I can assure you it is. And I even know what the output of that is supposed to say. So
Is this box just screwy?
I mean, as much as we've seen on this box, it seems screwy. Does it even say the host is not up?
Yeah, it says host seems down. If it's really, it's the whole ping thing.
So can you ping it again? Try just pinging it again. Might have to revert the box again.
We should just try another one then. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll editorialize a little bit. Yeah. I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
I was super frustrated. And again, this is one of those times where I would just kind of go and rage for a little bit, and like then I would go fuck off and forget, and then it'd be another 6 months before I touch this again. And I'm trying not to do that this time. I'm trying to become moderately okay at this.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I have trouble with when I do CTFs as well. Sometimes you do have to like step away, and I have trouble with that because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough though, and nah, it's fine unless you're Switch, because he's pretty badass. Just gonna say, like, I don't know if he's got imposter syndrome or anything like that, but I mean that guy sits down and he only leaves for lunch, like, and he gets done.
So my main thing, and I think it really carries through into this, is that even when I go to do new jobs or have a new gig or whatever, I get super down on myself if I don't have everything on lock at like the first 24 hours.
Wow.
It's pretty bad. And again, intellectually, I know your onboarding spin up time is easily 3 months at any new position. And yet I am hardest on myself when I don't get it because I feel stupid and I feel dumb doing it. So that will carry over into this.
Yeah. Have you?
However,
Have you tried ping? Have you tried pinging the host again?
Not just ping. No.
I don't know. I just try to see if ping. It says one host up, so that's actually better.
Yeah, it's definitely up.
Okay.
It's responding to ping now.
But it's not responding to that particular script. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's tough because that actually is a script that's going to tell us uh, a couple of MS and CVE numbers to try.
Hold on.
Including Eternal Blue. Because of course.
Yeah.
Because of course Eternal Blue.
Of course it's Eternal Blue. Okay. What do I do now? Now I'm at this point of like,
this is actually
is where
literally the thing. Like this is in the guide. Like I will say, this is in the guide. The thing I fed you was in the guide.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
I
this box
copied that
just
out of
sucks.
the guide. Yeah, so I think that's yeah, the actual so if you want to skip the whole is this machine vulnerable to this, the actual vulnerability you're looking for that could work is MS08-67.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Fuck,
Oh.
what was that one called?
And he even knows or is familiar with that. I don't. I'm just like whatever. I just see what the guide says right now. This guy actually knows.
Yeah, I've used it for like handles on stuff, and I'm just gonna go Google it because yeah, this is
somebody somebody didn't know something and we've apprised them of that. So that's cool. I don't
yeah,
know what we ended up helping you know, WKBRDR
it's
403, but
something.
I'm so very happy that we apprised you of what you just learned today on the stream.
Yeah, it even has like a catchy even has like a catchy name.
What was it called?
No, I'm trying to find like what the
Oh, the catchy name is vulnerability and server service could allow. No.
okay, right. I fucking forget it. Yeah, it had a
Oh, there we
catchy
go.
one. Yeah,
There we go. Net API.
yeah. So
So it's a Net API vulnerability. Oh, but it had like an official. Did it have a logo?
something. I mean, this one's super old. Like, it was called something. God, what the hell was it called? Or maybe not. Maybe people just always refer to it by MSO 8067.
Yeah, Net API vulnerability.
I have sock Twitter accounts that are named after this. All right. So, yeah. Then this box was just defeating me because this box fucking sucks. Okay.
But there is a Metasploit module for this.
Is there?
Yep, there is a Metasploit. Oh, back from 2008, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is script kid easy.
Yeah. Well, let's just see what it does then. So since now we know that, let's list modules, Metasploit.
Negative Ghost Rider, that is the MS08-67 Net API exploit.
MS. Oh, yeah. Look, even this is like this is the first fucking thing I brought up of MSO 8067 on
Oh, look at
Offensive
that.
Security's website.
There you go.
Can I just say use that?
Yep.
That's a okay.
Yep, you can. I think that's what you do in Metasploit. Is you say use exploit. Same thing. Oh, so I attended Gurkhan's Windows post exploitation. They did not use Metasploit, but they did use Empire. We used Medusa. We used a bunch of other things. But that was actually a fairly fun one. Is we didn't use Metasploit, so we used Empire, but it uses very similar syntax to Metasploit as far as like use exploit this or run exploit this and things like that. So you are correct, sir. I do believe it gives you system if you run it right.
All right. So I do know a little bit in Metasploit, so I know that when you find something, it was used, and then the show options thing. I actually know that from
Yes,
before.
show options is important
And then
because yeah, go ahead.
right, and then when you look at the options, if it's blank, right, that's the thing that you have to set. Like there's whatever. So
Sometimes,
the our
yeah.
host is
There
yeah,
are some times where it'll say this is optional or something like that. But yeah,
sure.
for our hosts, our port are usually big ones to use, uh, because it's the port you're going to be using. It's the host you're trying to contact. So those are probably usually important things to set.
Right. So
So
then the set command is okay. My our host is at 10.10.10.4, and then it's run, right?
I believe
Use run.
so. I'm not looking at the guide right now, so we'll see.
I just did run. Started reverse TCP
Oh,
handler.
it looks like you can even just do check and it'll check vulnerable status. That's cool.
Exploit failed, unreachable.
Ah, there we go. So it's not vulnerable because you can't reach it. Your system ain't vulnerable if you can't reach it. That's a blue team thing, right? Yeah. You can't reach the host. It's not vulnerable.
Yeah, can't pwn me.
Can't pwn me. All those Sev 5s just went away.
Oh my
But none of
god!
your systems are active. But none of our systems were detected as vulnerable. We passed the PCI on it.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think this is just a box hosed issue. You might have to revert it or something if you wanted to do that.
all right. Well, now I am
We are
going to.
so invested.
I am invested, but whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, and
Fine.
literally there were like two more. Like after that, you get shell, and then basically then it's just normal
The struggle bus is real,
navigation.
man.
After that, it was just normal Windows commands to get to the various your
Yeah.
flags. So we're literally there. We're having a box issue.
Story of my life.
So to me, since we're basically right there, I'd say let's revert. But this is your show
No,
as
I'll do
far as
another one.
what you want. All right, cool.
So let's just do the next one, which is Devil.
Okay, cool. I will look. I will look that up.
10.10.10.5. All right. Oops. Oh, I gotta start the stupid thing first. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop my other one. Start this one.
But I'm gonna call that as you can use exploit if you feel lead up. Yeah, no, we definitely feel elite. The box does not feel elite though. let's just put it that way. That box does not feel elite. Okay, so I have loaded up the guide.
Yeah. So it's not letting me start it until the other one is done spinning down.
Ah, so you can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
No threesomes for you.
No threesomes for me. Also, subtitle of my life.
Oh man.
Here we go. I should be able to
No
this one,
comment
though.
for my life.
I don't have an active machine, you twat.
You farfnarful.
Yeah. Oh, it's still taking time to spin down. Well, while it's spinning down,
do you have anything you want to plug, by the way, while we're waiting for it to spin down?
yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I actually have my own. I just created and started actually doing a lot of content on my own stream, which I do on Twitch, which is called Second Order Chaos. On Twitter, it's at 2OC Stream, and it comes from me just being able to meet all kinds of really cool people, like just people I meet at cons, friends of mine that I find to be like the most interesting hackers that I've ever met. So I've had interviews. One of my latest ones was with Jack Resider in Darknet Diaries. Jack chatted with me for a while. I did another one. It was a panel on harassment in the hacker community. Got a whole bunch more planned. So it's what I like to do best. I used to work in radio, and now I can kind of get that interview ish
I did not know you
kick.
used to work in radio.
I did. I worked for radio. I worked in radio about 5 years. On
Wow.
a rock station in
Nice.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Very cool.
Oh, good. It's gonna start now. All right. Give me 1 second if you want to riff for like 5 minutes, because I gotta let the dogs out.
Yeah. Who let the dogs out? Who. Okay, that's gonna get me DMCA'd. Yeah. But yeah, this is so hopefully everyone's enjoying this so far. We've moved off to a different box, and we're going to start it up and run it. The last one was tough because the box was not complying. So sometimes you'll find that on a pen test where things aren't working so well for various reasons. Like this is supposed to be sterile lab environment right now, and even things can go wrong there. Obviously, a live environment where things are supposed to be working can be even worse sometimes. Um, so yeah, so you have patience with yourself, and if you're out on the job, don't be afraid if you're allowed to do it per the contract or per the arrangements. um, Reach out to the point of contact or talk to your manager and reach out to the point of contact and say, hey, tell me more about this box because I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z and nothing is landing and I think it should. Like, what are you guys doing on that end? People do all kinds of stuff. Maybe they've got you sandboxed. Maybe they've got you off onto a separate user account. Maybe they've loaded you into Apache www, but when you try to Privesk, you really don't get anything from that. So there are a lot of interesting ways people can lock down their servers to the services that are running publicly, such that you never really can get very far. So yeah, and if they're patched, right? So, but obviously in this case, the thing isn't patched, so we're supposed to be able to get systems. So you'd figure. Oh, by the way, and also it was not a Windows 2000 machine. It turns out it was a Windows XP machine. So that was a Net API thing there. So yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely tell Rando when he gets back what that you thought the panel was great, because it was a good panel.
And I am back. Still there, Juice?
Yeah. Is there music playing? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was just doing some of that. Yeah, so basically, our wonderful loyal listener who might be getting 50 OJ points for sticking with us. They by the way, you're the first person to call me Juice. just saying.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you're the first person to call me Juice so far. Like, it's funny because it's Odd Job and then OJ, and I'm like, I didn't kill anybody. And then I'm just like, at some point, someone's gonna call me Juice. And
at full disclosure, I actually have. So at my gig, right, we tend to name ourselves in Slack.
yeah,
And we have two Justins, right? One is my boss and the other is another director. So they named themselves like Other Justin, and it was
other
Other
Justin, OJ.
forever. And then we call him OJ, and then it got shortened to Juice. So
There we
that's
go.
why I thought of it.
Bear tried to call me Oj once, and I looked at him and I just went like, "You fucking shut
Nah,
up."
bro, not gonna work.
And it was funny because he tried doing it at Circle City as we were leaving a board meeting or whatever, and he's like, "I see you, Oj," and he like hangs around and has that smile on his face, and I just look at him and he's just like, "Oh man, I really can't call you that, can I?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
Oj.
no.
No.
All right, so this box is up, Devil
Yay.
is up, and it's again coming at it as I'm going to end map it and see what happens.
Hey, there we go. That's a good idea.
It already told me it's not responding to ping, so that's fine. Or it's not responding to a ping probe, so I did the dash PN to get around that. Minute 46.
By the way, our loyal listener thought your stream on the panel harassment panel was great.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that's really why, like, if only one person finds it useful, then I didn't waste my time at all.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for a panel like that.
Yeah. And dash. Now, another byproduct is this is my second box of the night, and I'm already remembering what some of the switches are. So, like, that's cool.
Nice.
57 seconds remaining. I did an OS detection just now. Ooh, look at that. It shows me 21 and 80 are open on this.
Ooh.
And it's guessing it's Windows 8.
It's guessing it's Windows 8.
Well, that's what I said. Like, I did the dash O for OS detection.
Uh-huh.
And its aggressive guess was primarily Windows 8. The next guess was like Windows Phone, which it's not good. It's not a fucking phone.
And as we know, port 21 is Telnet.
Is it? No, it's not Telnet. It's FTP. How dare you?
Oh, sorry, that's SSH.
What's interesting?
Sorry, bad hacker Jeopardy joke.
You scamp. Right.
There we go. Reminded you. Oh god, that was great. And I love the troll, the troll board on the back. It was just like, what's happening?
Yeah. I did it too. I was so sure. I was like, oh, it's obviously this, and then it's so dumb. So what's interesting here is that when I nmap this without the ping probe, it still gave me nothing, but it gave me what I needed when I did the capital for the OS detection. So, so the scan that worked was PN-O 10.10.5. So we have two avenues right now. One is FTP, which is open. We can play with that, and 80 is open. So I could, and I probably will, see what it lets me do if I just go.
By the way, your screen is not refreshed.
Oh, okay.
You mind unsharing and resharing your screen?
Yeah.
Just to see what happens. Oh my! Pay no attention to the people behind the screen there, buddy. Sorry, it was my stream probably just went like, we saw your desktop! Yay! Ha ha
ha! It's messy. I get it. Yay! Sure.
OJ's porn stash. Oh, look at that folder. All right, cool. Yeah, now I'm seeing stuff you've done.
Yeah.
So cool. So FTP's there. So what are you gonna do, sir? Well, you're gonna do an HTTP first. Okay.
Well, I was trying to. It's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10, 5. Yeah, that's not doing anything. But let me see what happens if I do that. 10, 10, 10. Hey, look at this. I don't know if it's come up yet, but I did FTP //.
Yeah.
Ah.
And yeah, I'm seeing it now. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. So okay, so you can view with no user, you can view it. So what does that now tell you about the level of access required to access the FTP server?
So it's unauthed. You can just
Yep.
see it.
Yep. So then
And
the question now becomes, I can read
right.
with anonymous.
Can I write?
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I also know that is IIS 7, if that becomes something I need to know. So,
Oh, interesting. Someone just said it's either dash region or dash dash reason will tell you why in-map things are open or closed. Interesting.
oh,
Look at
that's
that.
cool.
I love it when you when you folks on the stream end up helping us. That's really cool.
Does the reason have to go before or after?
I don't know. I think it's all just interpreted.
Well, who cares? Okay, so can I put something there like a web shell?
Ooh, methinks you're thinking possibly correct.
So,
Or maybe not. But yeah, sure. Go ahead and do something.
or maybe not.
But yeah, you're correct on thinking a backdoor. Oh yeah, it is a web shell of sorts actually. Yeah,
Wait, how do I run FTP on Linux?
technically.
God damn it.
FTP connect. FTP connect, and then I think the IP address.
Oh, wait, hold on. My son might be waking up. God damn it.
No! Whoops.
Well, no, we'll figure it out.
How old's your son?
He is 4.
Ah, yeah.
Apple of my eye. Well, I should just be able to do FTP and the IP, but it's saying FTP is not found.
Oh, you may not have the FTP commands in Kali. What?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm googling
Yeah.
that one. FTP command not found. Try which FTP? WICH space FTP? Or you can
Well,
just try to apt get
I'm
FTP.
literally installing FTP right now. I think that's okay. Me and my son's still sleeping, so we have some more time. Oh, hey, that worked. It was literally, I think it worked anyway. I just did a apt-get install FTP.
There you go.
Maybe that might work. Here, hey. I am connected.
So cool. So you said you want to make some kind of file with like reverse shell.
Yeah, I mean, so my first thought, again, knowing nothing, is if I can put something there, well, I guess I could test and just put a text file there and see if I have the ability to write. If I have the ability to write,
yeah,
I would have the ability to write whatever I wanted.
right. Oh.
No? What is this doing?
Connection timed out.
No, it said, oh, damn it.
Invalid command.
Okay, well then maybe that's not gonna let me do that then. Now I'm just getting ahead of myself now. Hey, here we go. Wait, I don't. Oh. Okay. Let's see if I can do. All right.
Oh yeah, because you didn't specify user.
Yeah. Yeah, and it
so
just read a root right away.
Which the user you're trying to use is.
I don't know what I'm supposed to use. Can I do anonymous?
Yes. That is correct.
No. Is that how you spell anonymous? No.
Anonymous.
Oh yeah, stupid.
Nope, you're not stupid. You're a smart person.
Thank you.
And Oni Mouse with no E at the end, but yeah, you're good. And
Oni N Y. Yes. Okay.
ANONYMOUS. Yep.
No.
It says no.
None. Y MOUS. Yeah, it says no.
Huh. Total shot in the dark. Does Kali have any FTP tools in its applications?
Let's find out. Mm-hmm.
Usual applications, maybe? Internet? Or is that just going to give you a browser?
It just gives me a browser. It doesn't give me a thing to.
Okay. Yeah, try doing a search in the, like, it looks like an app thing on the left on the Unify thing they have. And then you should be able to run a search for, like, FTP.
Nothing.
Interesting.
What about, all right, let's see here. Lots of Googling. Lots and lots of Googling.
Well, no, that wasn't actually the FTP I wanted you to type in.
Oh, no, what? No?
Go down, so it's on the left side, and go down to the 9, yeah, that thing. That lets you search your apps.
Oh.
FTP. See, it gives you
no.
See if it gives you a client. It doesn't give you a client. Interesting.
No. So when I want to, yeah, I guess it's not accepting me as the anonymous user.
Yeah, it should. It said name or host or service not known. I don't know if it means username or.
Right.
FileZilla. See if FileZilla is on there.
No.
Damn it.
I can put it on though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a really good GUI, and honestly, it lets you type into the user and everything else. Folks, I'm not gonna lie, I like GUIs. A lot of times they just work. Like, again, we are on an easy box. We're not you know, meant to like be typing in a whole bunch of weird stuff in command line to just get a thing. Like there will be a weird thing we have to type later for this, but or not weird, but a little bit more specialized thing we have to type later. But just to get this, nah. The simple task of FTP should not be this hard. So let's
Fair.
just try our.
I
Try our GUI.
actually like this layout, OJ. I like this layout of you like having the answer and kind of coaching. This is good.
Yeah, it's like, and I've done no actual work on this. I just have the guide, and I'm just kind of steering, just so that I'm not wasting your time. But if we're actually fruitfully going through a tool or something like that, then it's perfectly fine. I have another person after New Year's who should be able to be on here as well. They've done a lot of professional pen testing. They have an OSCE. And so I'm sure I'm gonna just sit back and they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, and they're gonna like do some elite stuff that I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm not gonna even speak, just keep going.
Yeah.
Unless we're on like the really hard ones, you know, I'll probably give them an easy one and be like, okay, let's go all the way to the right and let's pick a hard one and let's start seeing your head hit the desk here, because this is what we like. We like the heads hitting desks. It's usually my head, so.
All right, it's not letting me.
So it's not letting you quick connect or anything like that to it?
No.
What is it with these boxes?
I don't know, man. Establish a new tab.
Could not connect the server. Okay.
Why can't I connect, but I can get through into the web browser? Oh, wait, oh.
Oh, it looks like
The server
does not support FTP over TLS. If you continue, oh, okay, cool. So you got in. It's just, you know, I tried TLS and it's there. You go. So look at that! Yay!
Yay.
I have a drop of Patron and OJ. So there we go.
All right. All right. So we've connected.
Cool. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, this is the listing of the remote site.
Look at that ASP.NET client folder, though.
Yeah, I saw it earlier, and there wasn't anything in it that I saw.
Methinks we put something in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I could probably... All right, so now... I guess a hint was my idea of trying to find some kind of web shell.
So pro tip to everybody, don't put your IIS servers web server files in your FTP, and don't make it don't make it don't make it world writable via FTP anonymous, right? So you want to edit my website? Well, you go right ahead.
Have at it.
You don't like how my... What was it? Was don't even contact me if you're in Solaris and whatnot and need support for this website. Yeah. You just go ahead and write one.
So I need to put something there now.
Yes. Correct.
Now I got to figure out how to put something there. Does it matter what I put there? Do I just Google for ASP web shell?
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Okay,
that would be a good idea. And I found this out from doing other Hackthebox stuff. What were we doing? We were doing Apache. We were doing Apache thing, and what did we do? I think we were able to upload like some kind of either Empire shell or something like that. We were able to no, it was something else. I forget what it was, but we were able to upload something on the Apache management side of things, and because admin was the we use default creds on Apache, and we're able to get into management backend and upload it ourselves, a reverse shell, and got in backdoor. So that's exactly what you're going to
disconnected me from the server.
do. User has left your channel. That's a TeamSpeak. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so while I'm trying to reconnect, in the Kali VM, there is a folder for web shells.
Yep.
Damn it. Now, why are you disconnect?
I know your internet's. I know your internet's okay because you've kept up. So.
Yeah, no, my internet's fine. It's.
I mean, has your VPN been experiencing issues?
Not that I can see. Let me see here. Nope, it's still up.
All right.
Let me bounce my VPN. Maybe it's that. Establish a new tab.
I will say, this is the longest I have ever had more than 2 people in stream. So.
50, well, I appreciate anybody watching, man. Like, it makes me feel not alone.
50 OJ points to each of you in stream. You can only get 500 OJ points maximum per stream, though, just so you know. Just in case you're trying to make that 5 million OJ points for your free expired off-brand pharmacy candy.
All right. I don't know why it's not letting me do this now. God damn you. Just had that little bit of like jazz about being able to read something.
Yeah. Felt good, didn't it?
I was like, oh, there's something here. But I would not have known to like, well, maybe I would have figured it out later, but where to put the shell until you had said something.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw ASP client, I'm just like, oh, that's where you're gonna put a thing, because that's they silly person decided to put their IIS directory right where FTP Anonymous can get to it. So yay.
Yeah. All right, now it's timing out altogether. Now it's not letting me back in.
Okay. Revert box.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Oh, fuck! I hear him waking up now. Damn it! All right, listen. He's gonna wake up in like 50 seconds. We can continue this at another time. I'm gonna have to go.
Yep, I'll. You can go ahead and. That sounds yummy. You can go ahead and go, and I'll close this out. But basically, thanks very much for coming on and everything. This was fun.
No, dude, thanks. I got a lot further than I normally get.
We can continue this box later, actually, if you want. We can go on another Pentest Playdate.
Can we really?
We can go on another one. That's fine.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
It's cool. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for sticking around, and we learned lots, and we accomplished some things, but did not pop boxes quite yet. So, but we've gotten quite far, and I learned how to stream. So for the 7th time. So yeah, everybody, thanks for failing along with us, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.